Texas Style Wrestling is presented by Vato Blanco. Welcome to Texas Style Wrestling Primetime Showcase, where we will be taking a look back at the best matches from Plan of Attack. And don't forget that you can see every episode of Texas Style Wrestling for free and exclusively at TSWplus.com or on the TSW Plus app for Apple or Android. Starting off our program tonight, we have the Texas Wolverine Edgar Garza going one-on-one with Frank Stone. Frank Stone was in rare form, as you can see from this interview that our correspondent Emily May was able to get with Frank Stone ahead of the match.
Talking about the man, the myth, the legend, the Frank Stone, respected by everyone and hated by everyone. And there is only a few people in this company love me in the shows.
Frank, why are you yelling?
I am not yelling. I am telling you how I feel. Because nobody wants to listen anymore. And I'm tired of talking. Tonight, Eddie Garza, the Texas Wolverine. Somebody better come save him.
What a great crowd we have on hand here tonight. They are ready to see Texas Style Wrestling back right here in the Lone Star State and right here at Southern Junction, Irving, Texas.
And here comes Frank Stone. Irving, Texas, great to meet you. As Bob said, you know what? It looks like a movie set here, Bob. You remember the Alamo?
I remember the Alamo. In fact, we walked out a little bit earlier as we made our way down to the announce table, and I thought, is this real? We're coming out of the Alamo right now.
And I swear to you that armadillo winked at me.
No, the armadillo definitely is winking, and I'm not sure what's causing that.
Well, let me tell you who's not winking. That's Frank Stone. He's here, and he looks like he means some serious business.
Frank Stone doesn't mess around about anything, and he's here tonight to make a statement in TSW.
Well, he's also a fellow native Texan out of El Paso. He's been kicking ass all across the great state of Texas. Great to have him here at TSW. But he has his work cut out for him, because with this person coming up next is one of the few people, and I can say in TSW, that I feel is going to be a future champion.
A little bit different demeanor we're seeing here from Frank Stone of late, and sort of taking his time to make his way to the ring, and once he's in the ring.
And his opponent, Edgar Garza.
Edgar Garza making his way to the ring here, and you talked a little bit about what you've seen from this guy. Maybe expand upon that.
Well, let me tell you this right now. He studies under Rodney Mack at the Dog Pound in San Antonio, and anybody comes out of there is like coming out of the dungeon, the Stu Hart dungeon in Canada. This is the heir apparent here, and I'm telling you right now, you're looking at a future champion in Edgar Garza.
Anybody that trains at the Dog Pound Dojo is getting the absolute best in professional wrestling training, and this guy right here can definitely say that is the case.
Absolutely. You know, I had a conversation with Paola Blaze we're going to see later on tonight, and the day before she was heading down to San Antonio, and I said, you know what, you're about to get your ass kicked, but it's going to be the best asset to your career. And as we saw, and as what you see with Edgar, you've seen so much improvement over time. So right now, it would be awful for Frank Stone to underestimate this upstart talent.
This isn't the first time we've seen Edgar Garza. He was a part of Los Misfits, and this is him out here on his own right now. Edgar Garza, of course, was a part of Los Misfits, and now as a singles competitor here, he is taking on the man, the myth, the legend, Frank Stone.
Well, you know, he was, I dare to say he was carrying that team, and going solo seemed to be inevitable. And as you can see here today, you can see why what he has to prove as a singles competitor.
All right, the crowd sort of has a hush fall over it here as it seems like there's a little bit of mind games going on from the from the face of Frank Stone. Best I can tell here, Edgar Garza going to have his hands full as his first time out here in TSW as a singles competitor.
Well, let me tell you something right now. The bell has rung. We are here at Plan of Attack for TSW in Irving at the Southern Junction, and I think the people are just so amazed at how beautiful this building is, and I think that they're just still so wowed that they got to shake my hand before the show started.
Oh, I'm sure.
Did you notice how everybody stood when I came, but then they sat when you followed?
I did not notice that.
Oh, okay. I'll have to replay it for you.
Yeah,
so you can...
we'll have to watch that back later on here, but we see the hammerlock going on now. But, well, look at that. Nice turnaround and counter there from Edgar Garza, who then rolls forward, and now he's got that front face lock on and locked in, turning it into a side headlock now as he works his way back to his feet where the most leverage will come from.
Well, if you remember in his tag team wrestling, he has to look and learn to be a singles competitor. He does not have that asset waiting for him on the outside of the ring.
Oh, wow. Running into a brick wall there. Uh-oh, wait a minute.
Hey, by any means necessary, my friend.
Not sure I like this version of Frank Stone here. Going for the shortcuts when it's absolutely unnecessary to do so.
Well, again, he doesn't want to underestimate him. And also maybe teach him a lesson. You're at TSW. If you're going to hang, this is how you hang.
Whoa, right there. Close fist right across the face of Edgar Garza.
And that's what I mean. That's the hard-hitting action. So let me ask you this, Bob. Do you think right now that he's thinking, oh, man, all I have to do is just get to the corner and tag? Has he forgotten that this is not a tag team wrestling match?
He just got tagged across the shoulders there with that clothesline.
Yes, he did.
Oh, wow, going for the midsection there, trying to light a little fire and get back to his feet, but no, Frank Stone is ready for him.
Well, every time he tries to, mount some sort of offense here, Frank Stone is just there.
Frank Stone there again, but Edgar Garza ducks it. Stone down and up and over. Here comes Garza again. They pass it like, wow. Hold on, wait a minute. Garza off the ropes there in a back elbow, and wow.
And look at this absolute global phenomenon style wrestling right here. And you know what's so great? So agile in Frank Stone for a big man. That's some agility for a man his size. Nice chop there against Frank Stone's chest. Lots of power behind it.
Oh, wow, those punches up in the corner there. The referee counting, and nope. Wait a minute, Stone has him up. Oh! That inverted atomic drop is going to put an end to that.
Well, he may not be talking after the match. No post-match interview for Mr. Garza.
He'll be talking like this.
Yeah.
Irish whip now into the corner. Garza up, catches one of those ropes. He's up all the way. Here he goes. Wow, huge crossbody.
But look at that agility. Again, he went from being flat on his feet to on the top rope in seconds.
Wow, Hurricane Rana there.
And spinning him around, and a little showboating there. I love the swagger here. Edgar Garza wants to prove to the world that
wait a minute. Stone catches him with that ring apron. Wait a minute, the ring skirt, rather.
And see right here, if his partner was here, he could jump from the apron onto him. He had so much to prove as a singles competitor. This is something I think he has forgotten.
All right, Garza back up in the ring now. Frank Stone catches him with that ring skirt a little bit ago and uses it to his advantage. It's almost like throwing out a net there and catching a hummingbird.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's definitely the biggest hummingbird I've ever seen.
Discarding of Edgar Garza.
Just waiting to inflict pain.
Oh, no, here he comes. Huge spear. No.
And just cuts him in half.
That's all
Your
it takes.
winner, Frank Stone.
Frank Stone with that massive spear breaking Garza in half, and he will take home the win here tonight in our opening contest. TSW, we are at Southern Junction, Irving, Texas. Plan of Attack.
And what a plan of
Once
attack.
again, your winner, Frank Stone.
And what a plan of attack Frank Stone just delivered to Edgar Garza.
Words here. He's going to talk to us, I think.
Well, it won't be from Garza, I assure you.
Nope. What is Stone going to say? He's got the microphone. He's in the middle of the ring. He's now crouched down in the middle of the ring here. What's it going to be here?
Cut the music. No more running. No more hiding. No more lies. I'm gonna be free. I am free. This is me now. My name, Ephraim Singh. Allah, Hashna, Hana, Harma. I win.
Coming up after the break, after squaring off against Barrett Brown, the Prince of the Pound, Sodapop Hendrix, faces his greatest challenge yet as he takes on the second-generation star Colby Corino. More Texas-style wrestling after this.
Texas-style wrestling is hard-hitting, real professional wrestling filmed right here at the fabulous TSW Plus Studios in Addison, Texas. Wrestling fans get a one-of-a-kind wrestling experience with an opportunity to get up close and personal with their favorite TSW stars. And kids 12 and under get in free with adult ticket. Download the TSW Plus app and sign up to become a member to watch exclusive content, including episodes of Texas-style wrestling as well as Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. Be sure to check out our ticket page to get your seat for the next Texas-style wrestling live event. This is real professional wrestling from deep in the heart of Texas. This is Texas-style wrestling.
Oh, howdy, partner. I was just checking how many times they mentioned my name in this here magazine this month. And, spoiler alert, I ain't done yet, but I'm up to 3 so far. I am here to tell you that this Saturday night, on July 9th, the last fashion of pro wrestling is going to yeehaw and cowboy his way down to Irving, Texas, right down to the Southern Junction to wrestle Sodapop Hendrix. Alright, all done with the accents and stuff. But for real, I'm really wrestling this dude named Sodapop Hendrix. And despite his dumbass name, I hear he's pretty good. But, I didn't get these championships by being pretty good. I got these championships by being the best. And this ain't no hometown promotions right here. Tennessee, New Jersey, I'm a champion everywhere I go. I'm a territory conqueror. And man, I'm gonna be pretty good. But pretty good ain't gonna cut it against the last bastion of professional wrestling.
Sodapop is here, and he just gave his crown to a lovely lady at ringside.
Well, I will say this. At Mayday against 50 caliber Barrett Brown, he held his own. It was very, very impressive.
That was an outstanding matchup. Very physical, and a lot of respect on both sides of the ring in that one.
Absolutely.
Once again, the Prince of the Pound, Sodapop Hendrix.
Fantastic wrestler, fantastic product of the Dog Pound, and he's going to be talking to us here tonight on Texas Style Wrestling. Here's Sodapop.
I hope it's not about tattoo advice.
You know, Colby Corino, I heard what you had to say. And tonight, right here in Southern Junction, I'm gonna prove to you that Sodapop is not no dumbass name.
Oh, okay.
So Colby, get down here. And you gonna learn to respect me.
Sodapop challenging Colby Corino. I guess there were some words backstage there. Colby
And
Corino.
his opponent, Colby Corino.
Yes, we're going to have that match right here at the outset of Texas Style Wrestling tonight. Sodapop Hendrix versus Colby Corino happening right here in the squared circle.
Well, you know, what the young people like to say right now, as you see on social media, is a term called F around and find out. And he's about to find out. Sodapop is about to find out right now. Of course, as tough as they come is from Texas. But I tell you right now, the boys from Philadelphia are not to be trifled with. I was talking with Colby actually before we went live here. A fellow Phillies fan. I grew up a Phillies fan as well. We had a lot in common to talk about here. A great talent from Ring of Honor, and of course from the great NWA. I'm great to see these two cultures collide here. Texas versus Philadelphia.
One of the fastest rising stars on the Texas wrestling scene is Sodapop Hendrix, and challenging Colby Corino here from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to get out here and maybe a little less talk and a lot more action here tonight. How about that?
Well, I'll tell you this right now. It's Sodapop again. He's on that momentum from what we talked about at Mayday. And, you know, if he can can get a win here tonight against Corino, he'll be primed for the championship.
When you have a matchup like you had at May Day with Barrett Brown, pretty much set you up to take on all comers.
Absolutely. I mean, a contender for match of the year already. The buzz around that match still exists, and he enters this match on the strength of that buzz. Colby here may not have heard that buzz because he's looking very, very almost overly confident here.
Wrestling fans still talking about that matchup from TSW May Day with Barrett Brown, who of course has done so much and has already in just these last 10 years become such a great veteran of professional wrestling. And to see a young star like Sodapop get in there and have such a great match with Barrett Brown and to hold his own all the way through it.
And you can see that match on the app for TSW Plus. Go to your app, wherever you Android, wherever you type of phone that you have, get the TSW app today.
Nowadays they have these phones where you can watch videos and you can chat with your friends and text. They're called smartphones, and that's the best place to get your TSW Plus app. I'm learning these things.
Well, you know, I'm glad that you're able to read my handwriting. That card I just passed you so that you can join the 21st century.
Sodapop here. Got that hammerlock in, but no, look at Corino rolls him over and now has him gripped there around the, wait a minute. Sodapop backs up, which is a wise move. Gets this out in the middle of the ring now where he can counter, and you're seeing some great wrestling action here, like on the mat wrestling action.
Absolutely, and from bell to bell, you won't find hardly anybody better than Colby Corino when it comes to just laying it down right there on the mat, a very Kurt Angle type kind of style. You know, obviously, you know, Kurt Angle also from Pennsylvania. Colby coming from that type of style.
Wow, using that arm to sort of a modified arm drag there, dragging over Sodapop there where he's able to lock him in there.
Well, you know, we talked about, again, legacies, and we talked about, again, coming from that part of the country, that type of style of wrestling. Of course, Colby's dad, former, of course, NWA heavyweight champion and ECW heavyweight champion in Steve Corino, and that dude was one of the baddest dudes ever.
Exactly right. Look at that arm drag there. Turned around again, and Sodapop is staying with him.
And listen to this great crowd getting behind.
Got those feet on the ropes now as the referee's going to call for that to break. But no, Sodapop drives him right back out to the middle, gets a pin of only one.
And there's no crowd in the world like our TSW crowd. Come down here and join us and be a part of it today by getting your tickets at tswplus.com.
All right, look at there, going to work on the legs now as Corino. Look at that. He's got one leg tied up under his, and he's got that ankle lock on the, just a really cool modified position there that he has. A hold of that ankle of Sodapop there. You take those ankles out from under, and that's going to keep the high-flying Sodapop grounded.
And that's what you got to do here. And again, the last time I probably saw that was from his dad and Steve Corino. A very, very mat wrestler that was always, again, like I said, chopping people down there at their feet so they can't get on their feet. And with a guy like Sodapop, that's a great strategy.
Oh, wow, Sodapop there, ready for him when Corino comes back over there. Now he applies that side headlock and snaps him over, and the legs, these are just so like back and forth. These guys are so equally matched.
And great scouting there. And you said it there, Bob. Such a great back and forth here. What a match.
These fans here in Texas are being treated to just great, real Texas wrestling right now, and that's exactly what you're seeing as these two pound it out here on the mat. And Corino now going for the leg of Furman Perez, our senior referee here tonight in Irving, Texas, the great Southern Junction. The Alamo looming large in the background.
Well, when you're in that kind of pain, you hold on to whatever you can get your hands on, right?
Furman Perez being the nearest thing at that time as Corino goes back in to lock up the head and squeeze on the temples of Sodapop Hendrix.
You got so much Texas right now, like you said, the Alamo in the back. The stage has been set here. Wouldn't that be a great thing for either one of these competitors to come out on top? And you have to prove yourself to this crowd. This is a very, very unforgiving crowd here.
Count of only 2 there. Sodapop rolled up here. Corino up and over, comes back, goes for a kick there. Sodapop ducks it, rolls him up, 1, 2, and we almost had a count of 3. Corino, look at this. This is moving at such a fast pace.
We're seeing something akin to a clinic here. Again, Philadelphia meets Dallas right here at Texas Style Wrestling.
Every time we see Sodapop Hendrix in the ring, that's what we see. And, of course, the likes of Corino coming in here, would we expect any less?
Absolutely not. But I will say this here, Sodapop here, it seems like he's got him scouted. Every time Corino does something that we've seen that has worked for him in the past, Sodapop is ready for it.
Corino gearing up to pop out, he does! And there he goes, wait a minute, Sodapop rolls him up. This is just outstanding maneuvers here tonight.
Back and forth, power, speed, agility, strategy.
Oh. Moving out of the way, and here comes Sodapop now. He's got him up, tries to go for a slam, rolls him up instead, count of only 2.
At any given time, you have no idea who is in control of this match, who has the upper hand here. It's just,
whoa, they both go for the drop kick.
And words run out of my mouth, and as they stare across each other, I applaud both of these competitors here. This is the best wrestling in the world, and you can only see it right here in Texas Style Wrestling.
Oh, look at there. Colby Corino reaching out his hand.
Got to be some mutual respect here.
Not happening.
But the respect is not going to win you the match.
Sodapop out on the floor. Not a good place to be as the man hits the other rope there, and here he comes.
As he flies.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Sodapop catches him, and he's ready.
You see what I'm saying? Even in the case of a dive, he had the high road, and Sodapop was ready for him.
He caught the dude and turned that dive into just like, oh no! A suplex on that hard dance floor here at Southern Junction in Irving.
First back into the ring is Corino, which tells us that it looks like Sodapop got the worst of that.
Absolutely got the worst of it there. He was victim of that snap suplex straight to the dance floor. That hard dance floor, which is basically a hardwood floor on concrete.
And Sodapop's in danger of a count out here.
He gets back in. I'm sure he's got a few misaligned vertebrae back there, and now he's out on the other floor.
And back out to the floor. That's where you want to keep him. But ultimately, you're going to have to get him back in the ring if you want to win this match. Don't win by countout. You want to pin him 1, 2, 3. And that's what I feel like his dad would want for him.
All right, Sodapop working his way back up to the ring apron there. The count continues. Senior official Furman Perez keeping an eye on everything as there comes Colby again.
I think that was smart of Sodapop. Take your time there. Don't rush back in there. Recharge your batteries. You're in there with a former NBA champion.
And a pin, and Sodapop kicking out. I'm not sure that's so wise at this point, at this juncture, but he does.
That was very, very close. But like you said, something almost akin to being masochistic at this point.
Well, Sodapop is not known for giving up. That is absolutely why he is elevating so quickly through the ranks of Texas wrestling. But, man, he's taking all the punishment here tonight.
For sure. Well, with tattoos like that, he's not really somebody I would think of that makes the wisest decisions. And so maybe tapping out here could finally be a change of pace for him.
Sodapop now, that Irish whip. Corino ready with a back elbow. Sodapop ducks it.
Ducks both of them. Here he comes with something that's like a sunset flip.
Hold on, wait a minute, wow!
Drop toe hold here, taking control of the match.
Sodapop goes, he goes for those legs. What's he gonna do? Ooh, he's tying him up.
And this is a very unique, it's like a clover leaf.
Yes, but it's kind of inverted there.
An inverted clover leaf. That's the only thing I can know to call this.
And he's got him, but look at that. Corino comes around and look at, he's jamming the thumb right in the eye.
I love it. He had, how else would how do you escape an inverted clover leaf?
I mean, I wouldn't say that's necessarily legal, but it is the only way.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, I'm sure down at the dojo in San Antonio, they don't say, here's how you prepare to break out of an inverted clover leaf.
something I've never seen before, but innovation is definitely the style of Sodapop Hendrix.
Absolutely, and he just keeps on being innovative and coming up with things that we've never seen before.
Corino coming hard across the ring on straight into the foot. Did I hear his jaw break? Oh, he does it again. That's not wise. Don't go back to that. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa! Sodapop looked away for a split second in that second rope arm drag. Wow. Pin, 1, 2, and I thought I was about to say 3 there.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm about to say is call an ambulance, because Sodapop, this is just becoming masochistic. They almost need to stop this at this point. I think he's only running on pride at this point.
All right, here we go. Oh, did you see that?
Oh, right across the knee.
1, 2, and no!
And
Sodapop rolls out again.
And you got to know how much pain he has to be in right now.
I suspect he was only able to do that because his back was broken in half. I mean, how else would you roll out like he did just then? Did you see that?
Yes. Otherwise, I don't know. I mean, maybe he's in debt to his tattoo artist, but whatever he needs, I don't know why he is carrying on here.
Good grief. Okay, Sodapop. Now his hair is being used as a tool and chopped there right across that big tattoo. And the Irish whip now into the corner. Sodapop hitting those corner buckles, and here comes Colby.
And Corino just doesn't let up, man. That's the sign of a champion.
Can't let up. Can't do that right now. And Sodapop comes in. Wait a minute. Corino tries for something there. And, Sodapop going up to try to kick him. Corino there and ready to go and drapes him across that top rope, and now Sodapop on the floor.
But I would think he should go out and get him now, because he's had 2 breaks here. He's had 2 rests. A third one could cost Corino the match here. If Sodapop gets his mojo back at full speed, he could come out victorious here.
Sodapop is on the floor. Corino now coming out to join him. Whoa, wait a minute. Corino now finding those ring steps. Irish whip back into the ring there, throws him back in rather. Sodapop going in there, going to capitalize on that. He goes once again, he's tying him up in that cloverleaf.
And are we going to see that inverted cloverleaf again?
That could be it. Could we see Colby Corino tap out?
And look at him double downing on it. Look at him reaching back and double downing on this.
Oh, it's a tap out! Winning by tap out. Colby Corino is tapping out. Sodapop is the winner.
And it paid
the Prince of the Pound, Sodapop Hendrix.
I never thought I would say winner by submission of an inverted cloverleaf. That should be a T-shirt.
Is that even what it's called? I mean,
that's true. That's true.
We don't even know. He may have his own name for that. We're going to certainly find out. But there he is, someone quickly rising through the ranks of wrestling in Texas in general, but most definitely here in Texas-style wrestling. That is Sodapop Hendrix.
Absolutely. Another notch in his belt. He is on a momentum, he is climbing, and he's on his way.
Up next, we have women's tag team action as the team of Jazmin, Allure, and Paola Blaze take on the team of Rachael, Ellering, and Rache. We'll be right back after this.
If you want to see some of the best professional wrestling, Texas-style wrestling, download the TSW app.
Hey, Rache, what's happening over here? Hi, Rachael. Welcome to Texas Style Wrestling. You're making your debut tonight with Rache. How does that feel?
I'm fired up about it. I think our paths have crossed a few times, but now they're doing this, and boom, here we are together. We're on the same page. We've been through some of the same stuff over the last year or two, and so I think that connection will bode well for us tonight.
Rache, you have some history with some of the opponents tonight. How are you feeling about that?
Not impressed is how we're feeling, if I'm being honest. But go ahead, sweetie.
Thank you.
Yep.
Rachael and
Rache. Rachael. Rache. Our names are so similar. The best team, right?
The best team, exactly. Exactly. Their names aren't the same, are they?
There's no connection.
No.
But we're a natural connection.
We're vibing, you guys.
Yes.
We're vibing. And those two aren't. Those two are not. We see them, and honestly, I'm not that impressed with them. Not that impressed. I think that they feel like they deserve to be here, and we know that we've earned our spots here. And we're going to show them that tonight. At least that's my game plan. You want to get our warm-up in? The warm-up can be shopping.
Let's go shopping.
I got your bags.
All right, have fun, ladies. Good luck.
Everyone should be standing right now in anticipation. Be still, my heart.
Go ahead. The chair's tall enough. You can stand on the chair.
I am going to stand on this table so I have an unobstructed view of two of the absolute best in the world. And combine my two favorites, Paola Blaze and Jazmin Allure, coming together. This is like heaven and earth combined to one.
This is going to be a great main event here, as top-tier Jazmin Allure from Orlando, Florida, has made quite a name for herself, and here she is tonight with Paola Blaze, originally from Bucaramanga, Colombia. I said that, yes, without stuttering. Now residing in Miami, Florida. Former reality TV star, spent the last few years breaking into the wrestling business, and here she is in the main event of Texas-style wrestling.
You're looking at the 90-day fiancé. You're about to be looking at a future champion right there, and she'll hold those belts for a lot longer than 90 days.
She's got her phone.
Well,
She's got her phone, the 90-day fiancé, huh?
Well, I'll tell you this right now. If I looked like Paola Blaze, I would just take selfies like all day. I would just sit in rooms with mirrors. It's like the only time I've ever seen Jazmin Allure stand next to somebody where I was not looking at her.
Really? I'm sure that hurts her feelings immensely.
Well, you know, I've got so much more great things to say, and I'm so glad we're going to start off here with Jazmin Allure, and like you said, the great talent here, the daughter of the great Paul Ellering, from the manager of the Legion of Doom, one of my favorite tag teams of all time, has a legacy here to fulfill. A great talent in her own right, going up against Jazmin Allure.
Well, we do have the action to call here as they lock it up in the middle of the ring as our main event gets underway at Texas-style wrestling.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I going a little long there for you, Bob?
Well, you know, there is action taking place in the ring, and we want to make sure we fill the fans in on that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And lots of action here as these two competitors are about to lock up.
Here they go. They are locking it up in a headlock right now as Ellering.
I love the stunned silence of this crowd. I'm glad that I'm not the only one that is just can barely stammer to speak, to be in the presence.
You get stunned into talking too much. Ellering going behind now. Wow, disposes of Allure. Chunking her across the ring. What power.
I will talk as long as I like during this match. And I'll tell you right now, I'll say something about Jazmin Allure. She is very cagey. You think when she's down and out, she will surprise you. We saw that last time at Mayday.
Wrenching on that arm now is Ellering. Jazmin Allure rolls out of it there. She could have something here. Drop toe hold. She goes down, and what's she going to do here? Wow, look at that.
A very, very unique match. And you also, seeing right now too, is that the power that she has here. A very small girl, a small frame, and she'll surprise you with her power.
That was a very painful maneuver right there that Ellering was able to work with that and get herself out of it. And she now brings her down using the shoulder with an armbar there. She gets Jazmin Allure down to the mat, but Allure rolls out, and she gets one of her own here.
Well, I was talking to Ellering actually before the match here. You know, she's got that one-woman wrecking crew for like the, you know, from Minnesota, the heir apparent there. Again, lots to live up to here with her legacy, and she's doing a great job at that.
Nice reversal as she goes under there. Irish whip now off the rope. Comes right back into just a brick wall there in Ellering.
Oh, I hope she just didn't touch her face.
I don't think she did. All right, here we go. What's it going to be here as we go up? Looked like she was going for a body slam. Oh, no, but Jazmin Allure comes from behind, rolls her up for a count of only two.
I offered Jazmin Allure to put her on my insurance plan, actually, before this match.
Yeah. I guess she said no.
I'm still waiting, actually. It was I was called away. And look at her standing tall here, looking against the Minnesota Wrecking Crew and Rachael Ellering. And here comes Paola Blaze, ladies and gentlemen, the best on the planet.
Rache Chanel is going to have her hands full with a fresh Paola Blaze, who's coming in here, coming off a reality show and into a brutal sport like professional wrestling. She's made quite a name for herself.
Absolutely. Like I said before, this is somebody that you don't underestimate. She's not here for fame and glory. She's played that game. She's here to prove herself, and can you pick a better place to do so than Texas-style wrestling?
You're going to be seen by huge crowds in Texas whenever you come. You're going to be seen by international audiences in that TSW Plus app. You need to get it right now and make sure you are following everything going on in Texas-style wrestling.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was watching Paola run the ropes earlier. She has a new fire in her. I mentioned earlier when she was brought before she went down to San Antonio, and I said, you're going to get your ass kicked, but it's going to pay off. And look at this. Each time we see her in the ring, she gets better and better and better.
Well, that is what we're seeing here each and every time she comes to the ring. She now tags in Jazmin, Allure working together. Now, look at that elbow. And now, wow, 2 knees into the corner. Chanel now on the ground.
And which is so great, too, because, the 2 other matches we've called together from Paola, of course, were singles matches. She had versus the great Mariah May from the UK. So seeing her in tag team action here, they're working like a well-oiled machine.
And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is our main event here on TSW Plus. That great app where you're seeing all this great wrestling is also going to be soon a source of content from all over Texas, different types of content, not just professional wrestling. So be sure to get that app, and if you don't already have it, of course, you can watch all this great action. You probably are watching this great action right now there. As you see a little bit of a double team going on in the corner, and that perfectly legal, working with that count as they cut the ring in half there, and now work on Jazmin, Allure in their own corner.
That's some bad real estate to be in right now when you've got these two with Ellering and Chanel doing their double team. I'll tell you one thing also, too, like you said, this could be a main event anywhere in the world. You're looking at 4 of the absolute best.
It is a main event.
Right, but I'm saying, but not just here. This could be a main event anywhere.
It could be a main event in China.
Yes.
2, and just in time is Jazmin, Allure there. That pin attempt very close to 3 as they are working their way back up now. Jazmin, Allure, thrown into the corner again.
But yeah, look at these 2 here. They've had more experience as a team together than Paola and Jazmin here. Working together, doing the double team, all the great tag stuff.
Well, of course, cutting that ring in half, keeping your opponent from being able to get over there and tag onto their side and get that help and get that fresh person in. That they are doing a tag team wrestling 101 here tonight.
Absolutely. Like I said before, that's not the real estate part you want to be in the ring.
Oh, wow, look at that sidewalk slam. 1, 2, and I thought that was going to be it.
And I see that Paola looks a little, distracted. But God, if I looked like her, I would be distracted by my own looks too.
She's looking at herself on her phone. What is she doing? She needs to pay attention.
Can you blame her? Hey, please text that to me, Paola. I gave her my number before the event.
Really? She's putting her phone down now. And maybe she was going to pay. Are you getting a text?
It looks like I'm getting a text right now.
Wow. You're pretty special.
Well, I'm not going to share. It says, do not share with Bob.
Great. I can see it from here. All right, we got a pin here. Jazmin, Allure barely able to get it out. I wonder if she knows that while she's in the ring suffering, her tag team partner is over there taking pictures. Now selfies with her injured partner in the background. Look at that. Now she's doing a video. She's doing a video with her injured partner in the background.
Well, maybe she's going to show it to her after to show her where she went wrong.
Maybe so. This could be a little bit of a constructive criticism.
Yeah.
From Paola there.
She can't be expected to carry the team. Jazmin eventually is going to have to get to this corner here.
Well, eventually. But that's not, maybe she could bail her out a couple times here and there. That would be great.
Yeah, forgive my distraction. My phone is just blowing up here from all these texts that I'm getting from Paola Blaze.
She's really texting. I cannot believe that.
Well, she wants me to put it over. She wants me to see what she's seeing.
She's texting you to lose her number. Wow, look at there. Jazmin, Allure comes back there with a little jawbreaker there. And for some reason, that hurts the top of the head of Rache Chanel, who answers that with, I thought it was going to be a back body drop, but going for a sunset flip. Wow!
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Does she still have her 2 front teeth?
Well, again, I offered her my insurance plan. I told her what she was going up against, and I wanted to protect not only this great competitor, but one of the best, most attractive competitors in the world today. It's not Paola Blaze, of course.
Okay, Jazmin Allure now stunned in the ring after that, and she tries to fight her way out. That does nothing but anger Rachael Ellering.
Well, I'm glad she's taking her time, but I do want to see her get in this match here. I want you guys to see what we're talking about here. And golly, Allure really is just kind of absorbing a lot of punishment here.
A lot. She's just been taken right back to that corner with Chanel, and now these two. Oh, wait a minute.
But it just goes to show you the toughness here of Jazmin Allure. Anybody else would have already been down and out and would have either tapped out or just walked out.
A little fire in the belly there, Jazmin Allure, and she tries to make a bit of a comeback attempt there, and goes right for the midsection again of Ellering, who now begins to hammer forearm shots.
Okay, so I'm actually going to text Paola back right now and say, hey, that's cool, but let's go ahead and get into the ring here and let's help out your partner.
Yeah, but maybe she'll listen to you. I don't know. She's not listening to this crowd here who's tried to cheer her on. 2 is all it's good for there, as Jazmin Allure now starts trying to make her way again, and nope. Chanel has her locked up one more time.
Well, what she's saying here in her text is saying that she's embarrassed. So I think she's going to have to go in there and just kind of like save Jazmin like she kind of expected to do.
Maybe if she weren't texting you, she could pay attention to what's going on.
Well, that's, she's looking for the best advice, my friend.
Maybe you should be a manager or something if you're giving wrestlers advice. I don't know.
If it gets me from not having to sit any longer next to you and get to be closer to Paola Blaze, count me in, my friend.
Wow. There we go. We see Jazmin going for the jaw once again there. She tries to make her way over to Paola. Paola's playing on her phone again, though. She's on her phone again, taking selfie videos with the crowd.
Great kick here.
And wait a minute. She's not going to take the tag. She's not taking the tag, and
well, she wasn't ready.
Out of the way goes Jazmin Allure. She comes and ducks that. No, wait a minute. Allure gonna just handle this herself.
Well, at the advice from Paola and the advice from me, Jazmin can thank me and Paola.
Paola has not gotten her hands dirty at all tonight. Hasn't been in the ring one time. Well, she has earlier, but now she's taking her time outside the ring, and we see.
Look at that great bulldog from Jazmin Allure.
Oh, a count of only 2 there. Here comes Paola. Here she comes. She's in the ring now. She throws out Chanel. At least she's getting her hands dirty a little here.
And that's the first thing she was going to do.
What? What is this? What is this?
I am shocked.
Text her that is not the way you treat your partner. Text her that I said that.
Okay. You know what? I may have to agree with you for once here, Bob. But like I said,
ladies and gentlemen,
I think she was embarrassed.
Your winners, Rachael Ellering and Rache Chanel.
And tell her, block her number. Block her.
Wait a second.
All right, what is this?
I don't have time for this. I just came here for one thing, and only one thing. And it's to get the TSW Women's Championship. No, this.
Okay, well, making a statement there. She's here for the Women's Championship.
Well,
and doesn't have time to have a tag team match with some of the great talent here in TSW.
Now, that I'll agree with, but here's something else. I already knew that because she texted to me, but here's the thing. I want y'all to hear it from Paola herself, but I'll say this. Making an enemy out of Jazmin Allure is not the path to the championship.
Coming up after the break, we have the next chapter in the heated feud between the Red Dog Rodney Mack and Ivan Warsaw. Our main event is up next here on Texas Style Wrestling Primetime Showcase.
Yeah, it's your boy Sleazy Ass. And it's your boy Dirty Cam, and that's Cam with a K. And we are the Russell Twins. And we are also your Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions. You can find us on the TSW Plus Network.
Welcome back to Texas Style Wrestling Primetime Showcase. The tensions between Rodney Mack and Ivan Warsaw were at an all-time high coming into Plan of Attack, and these two wouldn't wait until they met in the ring, as they were going at it at a fan meet and greet before the event.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, Warsaw. Hey, give it. Hey, Warsaw. Drop it, man. Drop it, man. Come on.
You gonna do me like that?
Yeah, you gonna do me like that. You got time on the plate for everything, man. Chill out. Yo. Hey, y'all stop it. Come on.
Look who's back in shot.
Come on, man.
Up the right tree. You gonna let him have
Yeah, throw that one like this.
get off me. I got something for your ass. I'm gonna light your ass up like the 4th of July. You with the right one. You the right one. You ain't buddy. You ain't gonna do You better get Rodney.
Good.
I know we've said this plenty of times here in TSW, but are you ready to see a fight, Roy Turner?
Well, this is where we strap in. This is where we literally batten down the hatches because they are going to tear.
Oh no! Wait a minute! This is getting started right away! Ivan Warsaw!
Before I could even get a thought out, this has gone south. This is already underway.
And his opponent, Rodney Mack,
who made his way out as Ivan Warsaw was trying to make a dramatic entrance there. Rodney Mack was waiting in the wings and came out right behind him, and here we go.
Yeah, Mack Miller does not need to introduce this man. Rodney just introduced himself to this crowd and reintroduced himself to Ivan Warsaw. This is going to be a war.
That is absolutely right. These two guys, no love lost whatsoever. Two big men who have been all over the world, Roy Turner, all over the world fighting.
Well, they were all over this venue. Before we went on the air here, I looked up and I was like, oh my goodness, I was trying to protect my children. These two were fighting over here in the aisles.
Footage that you have seen of a meet and greet that happened here at Southern Junction earlier tonight, the fight that broke out there, and it continues here tonight as Rodney Mack is now throwing Warsaw into the ring where the rest of this crowd will be able to see what happens.
Well, it just goes to show you right now that all bets are off. Anything can happen.
The bell has rung, and this match is underway officially, our main event here tonight.
And Rodney Mack couldn't wait to get his hands on Ivan Warsaw. Couldn't even wait for him to get to the ring. Wants to and didn't wait and wants to punish this man.
Great crowd on hand here tonight to see this great match, and also already bleeding from the nose is Ivan Warsaw. This is going to be a fight just all over this place. I can't wait to see what goes down, but I do want to say here as this thing gets in the ring and gets underway, great honor to work with you, the great Roy Turner, here tonight calling this action here on TSW.
Well, and right back at you, Bob. I tell you right now, each and every time we get a chance to do this, I just feel invigorated. You have reignited my love for this thing that we call professional wrestling that we both have such a passion and love for.
That's because I'm wearing catnip for cologne. Oh, wow. Sidewalk slam there.
Well, whatever it is, keep wearing it. It's working.
All right, good. Sidewalk slam now from Rodney Mack, who during this fight pulling out an actual wrestling move there. 2, and that's all it's going to be.
And like I said, I didn't think we were going to see too much of that. We knew it was going to be a fight. We knew it was going to be messy. I didn't think we were going to see, some color this early.
Rodney Mack could have possibly even broken the nose of Ivan Warsaw in the early going of this as Warsaw was trying to make his way to the ring there, and that couldn't help the situation any.
Well, it's so funny. When these two face each other, it doesn't feel like a wrestling match, does it? It feels like a war.
Warsaw is now on the floor.
And the dog howls and barks at the moon, and the crowd here loves it.
Rodney Mack now coming out on the floor following Ivan Warsaw and stalking the injured Warsaw, who is now laying bleeding on the floor. in front of these great fans here tonight. And a little bit of offense there from Warsaw trying to fend off Rodney Mack.
And Rodney, of course, along with his wife Jazz, they are the patriarch and the matriarch of course, the Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, the Dog Pound Dojo in San Antonio. So many people look up to Rodney Mack, also our fans here as well, and he does not want to let that fan base down.
I would venture to say a good portion of the talent we have seen here tonight trained in some form or fashion, at least at some point in their career, by Rodney Mack and Jazz.
Absolutely. So much alumni that we saw just on this very card.
You talk about leaving a mark on pro wrestling, that is exactly what Rodney Mack has done. Not only making a name for himself in professional wrestling, but passing down that legacy.
Absolutely. Not only just as a competitor, but as a trainer, as a mentor, but as an example. That's like what Natalia Class was talking about at the top of this program. I'm so glad that we began with her and ended with Rodney Mack to lead by example.
Warsaw's back being busted on that ring apron there, which has little to no give. In fact, none at all when you're in the area they are of the ring right there. Warsaw now thrown back into the ring. Rodney Mack rolls in to follow.
Well, of course, Rodney knows that he's got to pin this man.
Yep, that's what he does. 1, 2.
And somehow, some way, as much as he gets to use the outside and gets to use this ring as his own weapon, ultimately, he still has to pin him 1, 2, 3 in the middle.
What is Rodney Mack doing now? Going up to that second rope here. What's it going to be? Those punches now to the head. Warsaw grabbing. Oh, no, dropping him into the corner buckle pad there.
And
only slightly covers that steel underneath.
Absolutely. And you always have something else, too, is that most people couldn't even survive one of those punches. And Warsaw just took a 6-pack of them.
Rodney Mack, definitely a grizzled veteran of the ring, but Warsaw, a mean streak that he uses to his advantage and continues to use right now against Rodney Mack.
Well, the Big Red Dog also is able to use intimidation. That's not going to come into play here. You're not going to intimidate Warsaw. He may be even smaller, but the man is fearless.
Ivan Warsaw, Rodney Mack, two of the best big men in the business right now, and they are squaring off here tonight. And right now, at least for the time being, keeping it in the ring as Warsaw tries to bend that arm into a hammerlock and then throws him shoulder first. Rodney Mack crashing into that corner there with that injured shoulder.
And that could prove to be, affecting the outcome of this match here.
You think as we sit here, Roy Turner, just feet away from this ring in a smoky arena and, kind of the dim lights and the crowd hollering, and you see two big men hammering it out in the ring here. It brings you back to the days when professional wrestling, the glory days of Texas wrestling, and that's exactly what you're seeing here on Texas-style wrestling.
And you nailed it, Bob Malden. I'll tell you right now, couldn't have said it better myself. This is why I love seeing this, because this is the wrestling that we love. This is done right and done Texas style.
Rodney Mack now got that press and throws him over the top rope. And wow, did you see the ring?
And the dog is rolling.
Irish whip now. Warsaw hitting the ropes. He comes off. Huge back body drop.
Look at the height he got on that.
Wow. What a great move.
He looks busted up again, Bob.
1, 2. Referee Furman Perez hopefully keeping a better eye on this one than he did with that tag match with John Omari and Rock Anthony and the Russell twins earlier. Ooh, that corner post.
That right there could prove to be the end for Ivan Warsaw in this match.
Ivan Warsaw was just falling out of the ring as Rodney Mack now follows him down. I wanted to say oozing out of the ring because it looked like he just sort of oozed down the side of the ring there as he fell out just a limp noodle.
I'm not sure he even knows where he is right now, but Rodney Mack is about to remind him that, yes, you are still in this, and I want to win.
Rodney Mack rolls in to break that count. as he's now down there. He has a hold of Warsaw here. What's it going to be? Dangerously close to those steel steps.
And that's not where you want to be looking up at Rodney Mack.
A lot of sharp edges out there you want to watch out for. Oh no, here comes Warsaw now around our side of the ring here.
And right here in front of this capacity crowd we have here tonight in Southern Junction in Irving, Texas, who are just getting such a treat here tonight.
In the shadow of the Alamo, where Rodney Mack has trained so many greats in San Antonio, Texas, he has now found himself into the corner post. And I can't tell if he hit head first or shoulder first, but now Warsaw is up on the stage in front, and the count out has happened. This is a double count out as these two have fought outside of the ring.
This cannot happen this
way.
We need a
The referee has called this a double count out.
And this match is over technically, but these two still fighting on the floor at the feet of the fans.
These great fans deserve better than this. This cannot end this way. We need a clear winner.
And these two will not be broken up, and now we have more referees spilling out of the back here as these two continue to fight, and now we have wrestlers making their way out from the back here. And what in the world is it going to take all these guys to pull this apart here? Ivan Warsaw and Rodney Mack continuing to fight even after that double count out, and this match is over, but the hatred is not, as it takes most of the locker room now to keep these two apart.
And it looks like that they're not going to be successful. We need to empty the locker room here. Hell, we might have to get security involved here. These two still want to go and beat the hell out of each other.
I've seen the security guards here, and I think these wrestlers could probably handle it a whole lot better than they could. But Rodney Mack is out here trying to, the crowd egging him on here. Oh no, here comes Warsaw. Here comes Warsaw now jumping over the crowd, and now they're coming over here in front of us.
Right here in front of us. Look at this great action. This looks like a repeat of what we saw before we went live here. During the meet and greet, the hatred has only grown in the short few hours.
These two fighting.
It looks like a wreck out on I-95.
Here on the floor, and I don't know if you're seeing this, but Midnight Special being stalked by Haas Holding, and these wrestlers are over here trying to hold apart Rodney Mack and Ivan Warsaw, who snuck up and jumped Mack from behind, and now it looks like they've separated the two of them again for now. We have not seen the end of this, Roy Turner.
What is it going to take?
What is it going to take? I hope that we have answers to that very soon here, but the entire locker room emptying out here to keep these two apart, and who knows when we'll ever see the end of this.
This war has only just begun.
Oh no, there they go again! Rodney Mack this time.
Just when we thought we had them separated, just when we thought that we had a moment of peace here.
We are out of TV time here, ladies and gentlemen. We will keep our cameras rolling and try to call as much of this as we can, but it's still going. And wait a minute, hold on. It looks as if they may have them separated for the time being. We're out of time here, but again, our cameras will keep rolling.
Thank you for watching Texas Style Wrestling Primetime Showcase. Don't forget that you can see all episodes of Texas Style Wrestling for free and exclusively at tswplus.com or on the TSW Plus app for Apple or Android. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our social media pages for updates on future events. This is real professional wrestling from deep in the heart of Texas. This is Texas Style Wrestling.